What's up, everybody? How's it going? How's it going? Sorry I'm late. Important things had to take place, but we're here now. And we're going to check out Mina the Hollower today. This is a popular indie game that launched earlier this year. It's from the same people that made the Shovel Knight series, which I also have never played. But some people in chat have mentioned it. They've wanted, it's been asked that I try it out. And we've been trying a bunch of indie games here lately, so I was like, why the F not? So we're taking a break from the Convergence mod, the Elden Ring Convergence mod, and we're going to test out Mina the Hollower. Now, if we don't really like it very much, who's to say we don't play some more Elden Ring Convergence towards the end of the stream? But we're going to give it a fair shot. Who knows? Maybe I'll fall in love with it. Maybe I'll become a full-time Mina the Hollower streamer. I don't know. Can't ever tell. Mina is my aunt's name. Hey, I didn't mean anything by it. Different Mina. We're talking about different Minas, okay? 13 minutes. I know. It took me a while, but it was important. I had to satisfy the cravings of a pregnant woman. So, yeah. It's either that or I die and we don't stream at all. So which would you rather want? This is the question at hand. We do have a bit of a news break today. Not a ton of topics to go over, if I remember correctly. Not a lot has happened, but a bunch of news surrounding the whole physical media debacle that has taken place here recently, and then a couple other small things. So we'll cover all that towards the end of the stream, like we usually do. But yeah, it should be a nice controversial day. I think my take on everything is probably not the most popular one, but hey, I gotta speak the truth. And let the chips fall where they may, you know. So anyway, let's jump on over here. We're gonna see if we can. This menu music is not my favorite. Very retro-y though. Very retro style, obviously. It's just like, I don't know, it's like the tone of it grates at your ear holes, I feel like. Or maybe I'm the only one, but alright, Mina the Hollower, here we go. Let's see. Choose a profile, alright, new one. I'll just hit up MTK right here. Choose, okay. We got that, okay. Chip and Kells, what's up, dude? How you doing? Dear Mina, in the dimming light of the whatever that is, I write with great unease. 10 years have passed since you ingenious spark generators brought prosperity to our central city of us. It's hard to read. This font is weird. Now their light falters, warping the landscape. Baron Lionel, your esteemed patron, has requested your aid. Your expertise as the creator of these generators and your skill as a hollower will both be crucial, for the issue may be deeper than mere technical faults. We trust in your ability to unravel this mystery and restore the generators. Alright. You're doing? Is everything okay? You feeling alright today? With hope, the Marshal of Ossex. Sex is what I guess. You are good. Well, Glad to hear that. Whoa, okay, yeah. This is very pixely. This is like a full-on, this is not just pixel art. This is like 2 or 3 pixel art. Okay, stuff just blew up. They're knocked out cold. They're knocked out cold. Can't go under there. How do you friggin' smash stuff? I don't know what to do. I have a sword, right? I have no trinkets. Controls. Attack is square. It won't let me attack. I have no idea. What other games have they made? They made the Shovel Knight series. I feel like I'm gonna turn this game down a little bit. Be right there. I don't get it. It won't let me attack. I'm supposed to be able to attack, right? Oh, I go in the hole? Okay. I could have swore I already tried that. So we're jumping around. What in the blazes is happening? Grab a weapon and hold on to your haunches. Oh, you know we gotta go bonky. We know we gotta go bonk, boy. We can't. Come on now. Alright, so you can do a singular or a charge. Alright, that just spins around, okay. Oh wait, did I see something? Oh! Alright, we got... Is there like a dodge button? How do I get out of here? Okay, I'm guessing that was a scripted death. We've lost control. They've lost control. Wake up, wake up. Please wake up. Okay, so I gotta get myself up. Cappy, huh? You're still with us. What a relief. How long was I out? Long enough for things to go sideways. Assisted you take these vials, they'll heal you. Okay, so we got some heals now. I'm gonna keep scrounging for supplies. Maybe I'll see you in O6. Stay safe out there. So how do I use okay, circle does heal. Is there something over here? Okay. Ow. Interesting. I wonder if I use the burrow for something. What's that? Boat crashed? It looks like it. So is the burrow like the dodge, basically? That's a dead boy. Look at us go. I feel like I'm playing OG Sonic or something. Oh, we knocked the light out. Okay. Up here. Oh, okay. So those are burrows. We can throw the. Oh man, I missed. I bet we got a burrow. Okay. So some things you go over, some things you go under. Makes sense. Does it do anything for us if we break these lights? Oh. I shouldn't have cut. I should have kept holding it down and came up on the other side. Oh, okay. I bet I gotta go over here. What do we do here? There's something over here to get, maybe? Alright. This seems more of a puzzle than anything else. Maybe we pop up underneath, right underneath here. No, we can't pop up under there. Won't let us go down. At least we have some banger tracks going while we do nothing. I don't know. So do we backtrack? Maybe there's something over here we missed. Something blocking the way. Wish I was a hollower too and could just hold X to burrow and grab things. I tried all that, you idiot! I don't get it. I've tried to burrow under everything. What do you do then? This is what? Okay, what happens when you die? Oh, they have bonfires. Look at that. Guess it's a soulslike game after all. Alright, now that I know what to do, this should be a little bit less painful here. Volt hatchet. The lob hatchet's in front. Oh, I missed this the first time. Hey! Okay. So now, oh shoot, wrong way. Oh, it auto jumps for you. Interesting. Can I crack his shield or something? Interesting. Okay, we're starting to get the hang of it a little bit. You burrow underneath these things and then you throw. Okay. Figuring it out. Underneath. Oh wait. We got a crop down here to harvest. Okay. Now we're gonna hold it down this time. Oh, now we're a freaking pro. Now we're, oh god, it still didn't do it. Oh, you can move while charging. Hey, perfect throw. God, we're like the best at this game. Oh. Oh my god. You gotta start all the way over? So does this explode? Now we go back over here, which means we can finally come through. That can't be lost. Spend at shops or reclaim in your underlab. That's my underlab. Dun, 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 dun. I just push him off the edge. Oh, never mind, he died. Alright, so don't do that. Aha! Alright, I found it. Don't hold it. What just happened? Okay, we like it. So there's secrets under the ground right there, okay. So where do I go now? I'm tired of not knowing where to go. Oh, I know what to do. Okay. Figured it out. No. F. All right, okay, so they just have perfectly placed holes, I guess. Hey bro, what? Oh, just wanted to say thanks for recommending me Sekiro a couple months back. It's my new favorite game, 10 out of 10 masterpiece. Hey, I'm glad you got around to playing it, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. You are most welcome. Anytime I can spread the gospel of Sekiro, I will happily do so. At first I didn't really like the music, but it's growing on me. Ow! You get that health back, thank you. The song is gonna be stuck in my head forever. I guarantee it. I did the Frozen Tears ending, and I really think it was one of the most cinematic endings in gaming. Peak, bro. Peak. Sekiro is an amazing game in all rights. I think its combat is by far its best attribute, and it's From Software's best combat they've ever made. But the whole game is like the soundtrack, oh my god. The music, the lore, the world design, the atmosphere, everything. Like the whole game is S tier, but the combat is like triple S tier. Yeah, get F, little flying bat thing. Na, 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 na. What do I play now? Depends. Do you want a sort of Sekiro similar type experience? Like a same style of... God dang it, bro. Dude, just hit the freaking... God dang. Like a same style as Sekiro, or are you looking for just a good game in general? Oh my god, I just did that. Let's go! Bone up. Sounds dirty. We have a shield? Might be just defense. Make our attack stronger. Okay, that's a checkpoint, but I don't get more health just for finding it. Press triangle to throw spinning dagger that returns like a boomerang. Alright, okay. Oh, your other choice goes away. Woo! That dude was beefy. Oh, we got him in one hit on that one. We gotta burrow down to find that. What the F is this? Shoot! Don't like those guys at all. So we find little bones. What are the bones for? Gotta start being extra conservative with our health here. Woo! We about ended it all right there. A Sekiro-like? If you're looking for a Sekiro-like, the best two I could recommend to you right now would be the first Berserker Kazan or Wolong Fallen Dynasty. Both of those are very deflect-centric combat and play amazingly smooth, and you'll have a great time with them. I really need a potion. All right, Mina. Turning out to be a real slut, you know that? What's up, all? How's the hollowing going so far? We hollowed ourselves into the afterlife multiple times. Now get out of here, son. I'm your new father, and I'm disappointed in you. Alright, I'm starting to get a little saucy with the music here. This is that retro style of music that when you first hear it, you're like, ah, it's whatever. But then after a while, you're just like headbanging to it, and then you can't, and then you hear it in your sleep for the next 3 weeks. Good sign so far then. Something tells me tonight we'll have plenty of the suffering that you are so eager to see. Get out of here. A bone up! Let's get some more defense. We just boned. Our bone was so up. Yeah, son. Nah. I hope I get more knives. Oh yeah, we got the shortcut now. We're gonna get under this. Oh my god, no! Oh my god, no! That was close. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hit a heal here, get full health back. That's interesting. I'm not quite sure what to. I'm under, maybe? Over? Oh, why did I do that? Why do I need to waste that? I need a key. Oh, okay, down in the hole. Oh, this is a dude to talk to. Sorry, I just smashed you, bro. Not like that. I just like, sorry I hit you with my hammer. Not in that way. I'm sorry for what I did. I'm not your enemy. I'm with you. I don't know. This conspirators attacked us. They blew up this spark generator, flames, destruction, and everything. I barely made it out alive. Thorn totally raised. Osix, you know, set on fire. I'm not setting foot out in that mess. I like my knife better, honestly. The knife is better than the axe. I don't get. Oh, okay, hold up. So you can pop out, right? Okay, at the very last second. And how would I know that unless I... This game tells you nothing. It reminds me of a Souls-like in that way. You actually jump, okay, so you jump farther like that. Got it. Triple kill. Ah, what am I doing? Now I gotta do the whole goddamn thing again, alright. Oh my god, alright, whatever. Key. 6. Oh, so this, okay. So it shoots us back up. I haven't found a way. Like it, okay. Wow, they raped me, okay. Wow. It's alright, we have a shortcut now. We're just gonna F those dudes. We're not messing with that. Yeah, come at me, ho. Okay, I clearly... You know what, we're gonna grab this. Watch this shot. Alright, it doesn't fly quite far enough. F him too. Alright, we did it again. We needed to do that so we can get more health back. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I did it. Bone up! Sidearms. Okay. Oh, hammered. Thank God. Alright, he's dead. Ooh, okay, so you can find potions, finally. Ah! God, I'm great at this game. Oh, okay, I'm not as good as I thought I was. Okay. F this guy. Those things are annoying. I can tell they're gonna put them in some stupid spots throughout this game. No. My ship crashed. It was attacked. Everyone's gone. I must reach Osix. Could you help me, please? This door stays shut. Think you'd best keep moving. Yeah, take these bones. Might be something. So they gave me some friggin' bones, and that's it. I'll give you the bones to spin. I'll get going. I'll go with those traitors guards down to us. Why did I do that? Alright, we can't talk to him anymore. No! There's the Bloodborne inspirations. Oh yeah, talking to people behind doors and windows and stuff. True. Bloodborne lives on in many other forms. Oh my god. Okay. Don't do that. F that bird. Who cares? Oh, I pressed the switch. Okay. That is very much their attitude, yes. Easy go, what's up, dude? This looks like Mario. Yeah, in a way, but it looks worse than Mario, honestly, in my opinion. It is not a very visually pleasing game. That is 1000% true. Am I about to fight a boss? Because they're giving me all kinds of stuff. I don't have another weapon to choose from. I should have sent that guy to fake us. Once again, true, yeah. We'll get his brain sucked out in the name of alien science. That's what he gets for not letting me in his house. That's a reasonable punishment, right? You have enough bone stone to bone up. Set that amount to 0. Bone up! Not enough bones. Oh, this. Hey, come on, come on, come on. Get out of here. We just broke it. Collecting all the thingies. Ooh. Yeah. I don't know how happy I should be that I was able to do that, but that was pretty satisfying. Hey, 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 ha. Should try Stardew Valley. It's like this, but farming. I don't know if I could go full-on farming simulator. Then I'd be a full-on variety streamer. You know what I mean? I'd be like Dark Side Phil, but not asking you guys for money as often. Holy God. How do you get away? I feel like he just... How do you survive? Alright, don't look quite. No, he's might need to be drug tested. Farming vacation is fun. I'm sure it is. Now runbacks, please. It would seem this might have more runbacks than a regular Souls-like does. I don't know what to do. Like, there's no dodge button. There's no dodge button. I'm panicking. I'm having a panic attack because there's no dodge. What do I do? What do I? All right, okay. We're just gonna speed run. Let's just speed run the boss. Speed running. F. I couldn't do it. Oh god, and it has a freaking it has a heal animation and everything. Yeah, I guess the burrow is the answer. Alright. Boss runbacks? Oh, you slut. Boss runbacks, respawning at the nearest checkpoint. Difficult boss fight. Are we sure this isn't a Souls-like after all? That doesn't help me. Alright, this is gonna prove to be a little challenging. We gotta learn an entire new style of combat here. Alright, okay. Now we're gonna have to kill all the enemies just to be able to get health back. And we're down a potion. All right, beautiful. I wasn't even where he hit. He hit down there and I was up above him. Zelda's being hard, but not even the final bosses of them aren't as hard as this one roided up rat fight. It's like difficulty from a weird combat system, you know what I mean? It's not like traditional difficulty. It's just, it's weird, you know? It's just hard to control. It's truly a retro style game because most of the difficulty comes from how hard it is to control, not the actual fight itself. Oh, okay. Thought I could bait him. Maybe we need to start trying to bait him into the attack. It would be different if you could burrow instantly. You know what I mean? Because with the way it is now, you have to jump first and then land a burrow. If you could just burrow instantly, the combat would be so much smoother. Alright, we're gonna try something. Maybe we gotta try it that way. I get used to the old school contact damage. Yeah, it's a whole nother world. And he doesn't give you a single, he doesn't give you any damage time, like no rest. He's just as aggressive as Misbegotten and friggin' Elden Ring. Is this a Metroidvania? Not really. It's more just like an old retro style arcade game. Ow. No! This is gay. Retro Zelda like. I guess that'd be a good category for it. Speaking of Metroidvania, anybody got hot naughty hornet picks? I'm sure people do. That's the sad thing. I think that's probably an actual genre. Here we go. God dang it. The distancing is so important. It's such a, you gotta barely hit him with the tip. Yes, that's exactly what it sounds like. All right. This boss better not have a second phase or anything stupid like that. Just take it! Take it all away! F that stupid boss and this dumb game too! Alright, there's nothing. Oh, okay. I'll heal just to be safe. Don't hit the guard, guys, I guess. Ah! Oh, thanks, buddy. I cut that trader down. Oh, so they're all part of it. This game is a 10 out of 10? Do you really like it? First try, he's a normal enemy. In the future, probably. Watch it be so. Access is restricted. Letter from the marshal. Easily forged. Oh, IGN gave it a 10. That makes more sense. I was about to say, what a game, right? What a game. I remember that. Yeah, they gave this a 10 out of 10. And Crimson Desert is 6. And Subnautica 7, I think. We can't go that way. Do you not agree it should be nominated for Game of the Year? I think it could be nominated for Game Journo Pick of the Year, potentially. That might be more accurate. We gotta talk to people, I guess, or what? Return to your home now. Where's my home? That means they judge it as highly as a mixtape. The peak of gaming is mixtape, the standard by which all games should be judged. Why is the sound this way? Why is the sound effects are so annoying right here? Why is this happening? Return to your... okay, I'd like to, but what the F? This area is clear. Move along, miss. You didn't even play mixtape? I did not. No, I did not. I don't ever plan to either. A letter from the marshal. That could easily be forged. So I'm supposed to have something more than this letter. Oh, that's how you get more. So at every one of those, you can dive in it to get back to your home. Okay, okay, I understand now. I don't quite understand this, but all I know is that when all this crap comes out, I can bone up, and that makes me stronger, so... Oh, I guess I cannot. Nope, never mind. Watching the fires around them, lackadaisical guards. True. I have no idea, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You don't want to play a game that makes you relive your teenage years? I think for the most part, if you want to relive your teenage years, it's because there's something wrong with your current years. Because my teenage years were not good compared to what I am now. What the F? Alright, he destroyed him again. Another good destroyer. Very good, buddy. Where do I go? Did you pay for the $100 enhanced version of Mina the Hollower? I hear the regular version ends here. Oh well, back to the chasm. No, we're never going back to the chasm. I'm gonna run from that run for the rest of my life, hopefully. I don't know, guys. I don't think this game is for me, really. This is just not interesting to me. And the combat's jank and weird. Did you watch the trailer for the indie game Climb? No, I did not. What kind of game is it? I don't know where the F to go. Like, where the... It wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have to listen to this freaking static whatever that they... What kind of OST is this for an area? It sounds like we're inside a broken stereo or something. It's Sekiro, but you're underwater. Are you like a fish or something? I could easily be forged, he said. You're human underwater, but it's Sekiro. We'll watch it on the news break. Hello, let me look at it. Let me see if I can find it. Game. All right, we have it saved. We have it saved to watch for later. Oh my freaking god, guys. What is... happens if you leave? This does remind me of retro Zeldas. That old RPG problem. What do I do? Yeah, exactly. I guess if we leave, let's see what happens when we leave. The same freaking effing OST thing. At least we don't have to listen to that static anymore. Well, there's nowhere to go that I haven't already been. Ow. What's our goal? Well, our ship sank and now we're trying to figure out why, I think, or who sunk it, or defeat who sunk it. And we're a hollower, which means we can do this. And find cheese? No, it's not our goal. I don't know, guys. Oh my god, hold on. It's like literal torture listening to this OST. Oh, I didn't even like the menu music, but I just had to get I just had to get out of that area for a second. It was about to drive me insane. Holy crap, that's a different kind of suffering right there. It's like a mental torture that is far and beyond, like, you know, a 50 attempt boss or something. Holy crap. That was... yeah, I kind of hate this. I pretty much hate this. I don't think I want to play anymore. Why don't we just play more Elden Ring? You guys want to just play more Elden Ring? Because this is just... I just do not like it. I mean, no hate on anybody who enjoys this kind of retro style. And I don't necessarily hate this style, but... the game to me is just not fun or good. I don't think that you should have to jump to go to burrow, because that did, like, it makes the burrow almost useless in the boss fights unless you do it way ahead of time, which is a really weird timing. And the rest of it's just like super basic, you know. There's no like real abilities, or I mean, you can throw a thing, but that's really all you can do. I don't know. It's just not for me, I guess. Retro style is just not for me, I guess. Did you also give Stone Machia a try? Yes, I did. Oh, did I give up on it? I didn't give up on it, I wouldn't say, but it's not something where I think I want to do a whole playthrough on stream. Like, if I continue playing it, it would be off stream, I think. I don't think it's interesting enough to hold people's attention as like a whole playthrough, if that makes sense. F that. Sorry, Mina. Still haven't beaten Crimson Oath. We are in the last area of Crimson Oath. True. We do have Crimson Oath we could go mess around with if we wanted to do that. Hold up a second. But there's also a get out of there. The thing with Crimson Oath is that it's pretty fun, and it's really well, the combat is kind of really well blended and all that stuff. But over the course of a playthrough, the kind of like jankiness does start to grate on you a little bit. So it is I wouldn't say that it is like a super high quality indie, but it's a decent indie though. Into the chasm with you, Minas. Yeah, I can't play anymore that game. That game was sucky. But we could do more Crimson Oath, or we could do more Elden Ring Convergence. Which one would you guys rather see? Or do you have a preference? I'm really fine with anything but Mina the Hollower. That that is my goal. Avoid Mina the Hollower at this point. No preference for you? Crimson Oath? Alright, we have a no preference in a Crimson Oath vote, so that means Crimson Oath wins. Let's hit up Crimson Oath. Alright, let me do this. Couldn't do Mina more. Let me go down a little bit here. little bit more. There we go. This will change our background picture as well. Something more Crimson Oathy. There we go. Boom. Wonder how many deaths. I need to look and see. Last time we played Crimson Oath, how many deaths did we have? We need to. I need to find that out. Here it is. How many deaths were we at? Probably like 2, right? Surely it's somewhere around 2. We're 73 right there. Did we die that many times in this game? Most of it was to that one boss guy, I bet. Yeah, 73 is our, should be our death count. So we gotta run this up to 73 here. Meow. Meow. 73 deaths. Alright. Crimson Moon looks interesting. Yeah, I've been keeping my eye on that one. We might try that one when it comes out. How are you liking the game so far? I hated it. We quit. I hated it so much I couldn't do it anymore, and we quit. We're playing Crimson Oath now. That's how much I like the game. Oh wait, we gotta. Holy God. What is wrong with this game? Hold up, hold up, hold up. Let's do this. See what my priority is set at real fast. It's set to high, but I don't know what just happened there. I blame you. It looks well made, but even for me being a 90s kid, I can't vibe with it, sadly. Yeah, I couldn't. The music was driving me crazy, and part of it anyway. And it wasn't even music, it was just like static. And the combat was weird. I'm not a huge fan of the way it looks. It's just not for me, not my kind of game, you know. Alright, we gotta. Oh, hey, oh, watch out. We gotta travel. We gotta quick travel to Giant Tree Path. I gotta get my timing back down. Okay. We also need to see where that F. I don't know where to go. I think we have a couple shortcuts unlocked though. Yeah, just stay after him. Stay after him. Stay on him. Yeah, okay, we unlocked this short. Oh, couple of shooter wooters, huh? Couple of shooter cooters. Oh no, those aren't. Those aren't. I thought that was a bow and arrow he had. All right. Well, we're definitely gonna have to readjust after playing Mina for a little bit. Seems like we're gonna have a little bit of a readjustment period. We can just stun lock him if we just stay on him. Holy God, this dude. Alright, they planned for you just staying aggressive, it sounds like. Alright, we'll come. Oh, shoot. Oh my God. F. Good God, brother. Where? Who are all? Oh shoot! Who shot at me? And then we got all the zombies after us. Bro, I did the right thing. Stop it! Oh my God! All right, maybe no. Let's play Elden Ring Convergence. You know, never mind on Crimson Oath. Yeah, it's a bad game. It's bad design, a bad level. Yeah, it's all the game's fault. Let's pin him up against the wall. Dear God, bro. No, don't do that. Alright, we got him in a little bit of a... We figured that out, I think. I'm gonna just let him chill there, because obviously he can't make it through the open door. Sucker. I'm surprised he didn't try to grab me. Dude always does that when he gets to low health. Grab all that stuff. Get rid of zombie ho here. I like these dudes' health much better than the bros that were up there. We need more of them and less of the other guys. Should I go up there or like what? Alright, this is Ice Princess. It would seem. What the heck? Oh my god. There, good god, bro. I don't have to do that ever again. Which now that we got all the loots, I ain't coming back here. Nope. Nah. Even if we die, we're just gonna run. We're just gonna go straight up the ladder. F that. Can't get in there. Kick the ladder down. No. Easy, buddy. What is happening? Somebody below me. How did he not recognize that all his friends were being slain before him? I've already been down here. Oh, okay. We don't need to go down there. There's not even a shortcut to open. Why would they even put that here? It makes no sense. Let's go. All right, we don't have to do that anymore. Thank Jesus. Thank the sweet God in heaven. So that's probably a shortcut we unlock later, I'm guessing. Yeah. We need some kind of key for that. Oh my God. See, like, what's in the way right there? Just go up the dang stairs. Bro. Quit running away from me, dude. I wish the freaking attacks had some kind of forward motion. Just freaking stands there. We got him stuck. Mother F! Why did I do that? No way that hit me, bro. How? No! How did this? Oh my god! Oh, that was retarded. There's that. No, that should not have happened in real life. Come on, get up the freaking stairs. Wow. I'm kind of missing Mina the Hollower right now. I'm kind of missing Mina the Hollower. I'm not gonna lie to you. I miss it just a little bit in this current moment. You can't climb the freaking stairs. I got him stuck again, boys. Hey. Wow. Cool attack, bro. God dang it. Thank God. Beefy freaking enemy. Taking a damage has a chance to restore energy. I bet we have enough to get another flask. As much as I don't want to have to try to climb these stairs again, we may as well. Hey. Yeah, let's get more health. And this. That upgrades the efficiency, okay. Or the efficacy. The effectiveness of it all. Oh. Oh. We just come right back down here again. Then where do we go? The key is required? Where do you go to get this key? Is there a key up here? Or is there a way to go up here that... No, there's nothing. So we gotta get to that middle level somehow. Well, that doesn't lead anywhere. And this doesn't lead anywhere either. So where the F do we go? I don't know how you missed, but you're an idiot. I don't get it. Okay. Let's not get hit. What in the actual F, people? There's a ladder to kick down. Stop it! Yeah, suck on him. I mean, no, why would you do that? Don't do that, but kill him, kill him. Paradox Voice, what's up, dude? This game, is it good? It's decent. It's not like the best indie Souls-like ever made, but it's pretty cool. And it blends, oh, hey now. It blends the Souls games together. Oh, we might get F'd here. So it has like the Sekiro deflect and the Bloodborne gun parry and like all the different Souls mechanics are all blended into one. I don't know what I just did. What did that lever do? Dr. Pop-Tart, what's up, dude? Oh my god. Did you see the one French ballet puppet Souls-like? Not talking about Lies of Peak. Are you talking about the Project Rabbit? I think that might be the one you're talking about, Project Rabbit. I don't know where to go. Guess we can go back. Maybe there was something up there we left. Maybe the lever did something up there. Gotta be careful because these hoes be freaky over here. Doesn't open from this side. What's up, Wesley? How you doing, buddy? It's not Mina? No, we tried Mina and I hated it. I couldn't play it anymore. It was awful. On their level and map design, some of them make no sense. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the hardest, or it's one of the most unique things that From Software ever did was their level design. So it's really hard to replicate. This game's actually been pretty good in this regard so far. Just right now, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do. And that a key is required for there. Is it good? Yes. I mean, it's decent. It's not like blow your socks off crazy amazing, but it is pretty good. And it's really unique as well. It's currently 5 in the morning this side. I will rewatch your stream and see why. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, maybe you ought to go back to bed, buddy. Well, okay, so let's go back up here. This is a really weird intertwining level that just goes all over the place. And it's hard to keep track of where exactly we're supposed to be going. See, there's the gate. Oh, okay. I kind of get that part now. But where do I find the key that I need? We're just running in a circle. Oh, wow. He's one of those? I didn't think he was that elite of an enemy. It's funny how level doesn't even tell player what it did. True, yeah. I mean, I know I need a key for the door that's over there. And I know I don't have the key. That's about it, though. That's about all we know. Is the key in that cauldron or something? Or what? Oh, it's just a cauldron of flame. All right. Never mind on that. Never mind on that. So maybe I have to kill those fools up there for the key. Maybe. What time is it by your side? Is it still July 2nd? Yeah, it's still July 2nd. It's almost 10:30. One on one. Thank God. Alright, he's dead. Maybe I get the key from this guy. Let's see if I can sneak up behind him for the sneak attack damage. I can. Oh my God, bro, this dude's crazy. He's everywhere. Holy crap. Alright, I see what happened now. Okay. So we unlocked, so that's what it did. Okay, so this is the path we're supposed to take. Everyone have their imaginary ideal Souls game in mind. What's yours? Mine is pretty much Dark Souls 4, but with but a lot bigger than Dark Souls 3, so like a lot longer. And with some elements from Night Rain thrown in, like the Night Rain magic system that the magic lady in that game, I forget the freaking name. The magic from Night Rain thrown in, I think would be really awesome. And like maybe I got a ton more weapons than has ever been done, like Elden Ring, but like 2 times more. What is this game? This game's called Crimson Oath. It's an indie Souls-like game that blends all the mechanics from the Soulsborns all into one. So it's got Sekiro deflect, it's got the Bloodborne gun parry, it's got like your basic Dark Souls sword swing, and it's got the Makiri counter. It's basically all the Soulsborns in one game mechanic wise. I want to see where this takes me real fast. Sounds pretty nice. Can't get back up here though, and yeah, it's pretty freaking awesome. I enjoy this game, but it is frustrating though, which I guess most good Souls games are, right? Lies of Peak on a budget? Kinda, but without a perfect block. Open this baby up. Where does this take us? Oh, okay. All right, so now we know. Now we know how we have the shortcut officially open. And we know which way to go. So we hit this. We hit this. Hold on. Let me just point something out. It just dawned on me. Look at this. So you have this ladder in the corner, barely noticeable, that goes down to open the shortcut, right? And this right here goes back to the bonfire, but once you drop down, you can't get back up. So they intentionally designed this to have you come down here, be mere feet from the shortcut, not even know it, walk off the edge, and not be able to get back and have to do it all over again. That is some diabolical crap right there. That is cruel and unusual. Have there been any bosses yet? Yeah, we've killed we're at the end of the game. We've killed a ton of bosses. Miyazaki level trolling. That's pretty accurate, yeah. Oh wait, we went the wrong way. Now down here. The statue behind the idol is where we need to get to now. Which would be right here. Or the door behind the idol, I should say. Little sneak attack. Key to the gate near Windspire. Okay, I think that's the key we've been looking for this whole time. Okay, that's back to the beginning. Alright, alright, alright. So now we go up. Kick this down. Alright, okay, this is right where we need to be. Alright, we're getting it figured out. F this. See you later. No, 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 no. I didn't get hit. That's crazy. Alright, we're out of here. That whore can suck it. We outie. Stop it. Does he just have a gun? I mean, it felt like it, didn't it? Yeah, another healing flask. All right, now we can open the gate and continue on. It took us a minute, but we found our way. I'm proud of us. Go team. Get some! Get some! And then we'll go ahead and kill this archer because I'm angry at him for everything he did before. For all the times he effed around with us while we couldn't reach him. I freaking hate it when archers are put where you cannot get to. That is annoying. I'll preach that gospel till I die. Never do that crap if you're making a game. Okay. Continuing. Cloister path. Stop it. Stop moving around and stuff. Who's shooting who? Ah, this slut. Stay aggressive, stay aggressive. And another archer right behind him. Look at that. Class acts, these dudes. Nah, son, nah, we ain't gonna do that. I'm guessing I need a key for this. Yeah. Just a warning, the final boss is the hardest and most annoying boss you'll face. He's fast too. That sounds about right, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, that tracks with the way this level has been progressing. If you were to make a game, what would it be like? If I was gonna make a game, it would be a Souls-like game, of course. I don't really have like a full fleshed out idea, but I have thought of a cool way. Like I think it would be cool to make a game where you can warp in and out of 2D side scroller and 3D third person like this, right? So like sort of like Lords of the Fallen 2023 has Umbral and Axiom, and two different worlds overlap each other, and you can move in and out of each one of them whenever you want, essentially, or for the most part. That same thing, but you can go from, 2D side scroller, Silk Song style stuff, and then warp back into 3D and go into the world that way. And then like certain paths and certain bosses and certain enemies only exist in each side, so like there's different things in the 2D world than there is in the 3D world. I think that'd be a pretty cool concept. About a year ago, I made my roommate addicted Souls-likes. Ever since, he never touched any other genre. During his first Elden Ring playthrough, he broke my arm because I interrupted during a boss battle. Like he assaulted you? Is that what you're saying? Did he like actually attack you? That's just taking a little too far, I think. Oh hey, we got another one. At least they're not stingy on our bonfires right now. Yeah, Souls games are good, but I don't think it shouldn't break someone's arm over them. I don't think that would be the right way. Oh, wonderful. This will be fun. It's not even really a reason to bother fighting them, so whatever. Letter of introduction. Okay. We have anger issues. I don't mind. Injury wasn't serious. Both of us a bit unhinged anyway. You guys might want to get that in check. That's some pretty serious problems right there, boys. I wouldn't advocate for that being accepted. No, but not by any means. Has your wife ever slapped you? Yeah, a lot. In her defense, I say a lot of stupid things. Oh. I was supposed to get off right there, wasn't I? Oh my god. I pressed roll. I don't... Whatever. Whatever, bro. At least we're not far from... We're just right here, so... Is there anything up there that I want? Do you retaliate when she slaps you? Sometimes I tickle her. And other things that we won't talk about. Oh, Jesus. Are we gonna... Okay. Alright. Oh, hold up. I don't want to fight you guys right now. I'm not ready yet. We're gonna go this way first. Ooh. Man, this game loves to freaking gank you. Alright, did you see how he was sliding? He wasn't even moving his feet. He just freaking Michael Jacksoned towards me. What do you think about Mortal Shell 2's trailer? Is basically, did you see that? We copied it from your favorite From Software game. No, I wouldn't put it that way. I played the beta for the Mortal Shell 2. It is freaking amazing. Now, did they copy some things from Software games? Of course. Absolutely they did. Mostly because it's a Souls-like game, and that's what it means to be Souls-like. You're copying the Souls formula, right? So, yeah, I mean, they definitely did copy some stuff, but that's what they're supposed to do. And they did it very well, and they also innovated and added some things in that are fresh and unique. So I'm super excited for Mortal Shell 2. I think it's going to be straight peakage, ladies and gentlemen. That little part right there is going to drive me insane, I swear. Just that little piece right there is going to make me want to effity F, you know? Yep, gravity. Tickling is a diabolical... I know. I'm surprised she hasn't pressed criminal charges, honestly. I'm lucky to be a free man. Okay, so then we do this stupid part up here. There's no even like classic, there's no like Dark Souls jump in this game. It's just hope you clear the distance. There. How time it freaking rolled. Let's get one over here. Should be able to get him to come on. I don't know why I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I'm timing it wrong. I feel like I'm doing it at the right time, but I didn't have this trouble with that dude over there. Same enemy, but for some reason I can barely fight him for 5 seconds before I die. This game badly needs area OSTs. Something playing in the background while you're exploring. It needs that badly. What? How did that not kill him? Alright, at least we killed one of them. Make sure nobody's gonna gank us from behind. There is no way, bro. Okay. Freaking idiots. He's down. Got that one down. Game's getting pretty choppy right now. Oh my god, it's really having some frame rate issues right now. Yup. Somebody's gonna try and gank me, I guarantee it. Oh, it's the same dude but with a club. Oh. Open this first, just in case we die. The iframes deals heavy guard damage and moderate health damage, but injures the user, increasing health, loyalty, and faith. Okay. That doesn't sound like something we want to mess around with. F him, who cares? What an idiot. Oh, we can't open that door yet. Bro, it's getting so freaking janky, bro. We almost lost that whole fight because of that. F him up, F him up, F him up. Yeah. God, I hate those guys. Why is it not letting me kick it down? Bro, it won't let me. It won't. Okay, there. It wouldn't let me activate the shortcut. What's up, Level? You gonna play a Gothic remake? Just beat it on hard. Tough game. It kind of depends on how the rest of the year goes. I thought it was gonna be super jam-packed, super busy Souls-like year, but things keep getting pushed back. If that continues, and we keep having lulls, then maybe we will. But I don't know. We're not gonna mess around with him. He's all over the place with this crazy. I was so devastated to see Lords of the Fallen 2 pushed to 2027. Yeah, that one stung pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's the best decision for the game overall. But it still hurts, you know. We're getting pretty jank. It's starting to become jank nation over here. That was pretty retarded. man. It's getting so freaking choppy. Unlocked from him, dang. Wait, so what was in this castle up here? God, the frame rate is just falling off a cliff right now. Oh, wow. Wow. It's not a looking game. It's not amazing looking either, but it's not bad at all. No, it's decent. It's decent. That's crap though. God dang it. They love these developers love long attacks. Their basic idea for difficulty scaling as a game continues on is in fact, hold on, let me need to close this out because I bet it'll make the stream run a little smoother. Yeah, we're about to do the news break anyway. We're gonna do the news break anyway, but their general idea for difficulty scaling as the game progresses is give the enemies more health and then keep adding attacks to their attack strings the further you get into the game. So, you know, you start out the game with most enemies having a 3 or 4 attack string as their longest attack string. And then when you get into the later game, they just tack onto that until they have like 7, 8, 9 attacks to a string. You know what I mean? So not necessarily the it's not bad to do that every now and then, but when you throw that into like every enemy, it starts to get taxing. I don't think that's a very good way to approach how to scale your difficulty, but maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. Anyway, we have a little bit of a news break to cover. Not a ton tonight, but we do have some things to go over. And so we'll get to them real fast and be done for tonight. So here's tonight's news. All right, so the F. Let's just not do it right now. I'm busy. So big drama going around here lately, right? Everybody's been talking about this. PlayStation. It's been announced that PlayStation will discontinue producing physical media, disc versions of video games. They will stop making discs for their games as of January 2028. As of January 2028. Now, this has opened a whole entire hornet's nest, and there's people on both sides. There's people who are very like up in arms and upset that PlayStation would do this, and they love physical media and all this stuff, right? And then there's people on the other side that don't give a rip. They're like, I know I haven't bought a physical game in 10 years. I don't care what happens. Everybody's just whining. So you got your two extremes, as you do with most issues. My take on this is probably not the norm, or my take on this is probably not the most user friendly, or what's the best way to say this, I guess. My take on this is probably not all that popular. The issue is not that PlayStation is choosing not to make discs for their games anymore. That's not the problem. I think everybody's missing the issue. The true problem here is that PlayStation is allowed to do whatever they want to do with their digital games. The answer to this problem is consumer protections, not forcing companies to continue to produce physical media. Because even with physical media, you're going to run into some of the same problems that you run into with digital media. If you're worried about your games getting taken away and you not truly owning them, the same thing can happen with physical media, and it did happen with Crimson Desert. So you have to understand that the problem is not that Sony is making this choice. The problem is not this particular choice from Sony. The problem is that there are no consumer protections in place to protect the consumer from big corporations. There needs to be laws in place that keep predatory user agreements from having to be signed, and that give the consumer a guarantee that when they buy a game digitally, they will be able to not only own it, but also utilize it for the foreseeable future until they choose not to or can't anymore, right? That is the answer to this. It's not about the physical game. It's not about the discs. I understand people like the discs, right? There are people out there that just really want a physical media copy. And for those people, this sucks. All right? I'm sorry to hear it. But it makes sense from a business standpoint, okay? The margin is better. The margin is much better with digital media. So from the company standpoint, this makes sense. From a consumer standpoint, it makes sense too, because even though there's a small minority of people that really love physical discs, the majority of consumers are not buying them. That's part of the reason why PlayStation is making the shift, because sales for physical media have been dropping year over year for a while now. So part of the problem is the consumer as well, right? So for the people that love the physical disc or whatnot, it sucks for you. But also at the end of the day, digital media, I think the reason people are buying so many digital games is because they're just more convenient. That's why I think it's better for the consumer and for the company to use digital media. You don't have to get up and change the disc out. You can buy the game at any time of day as long as it's released. You don't have to go to the store to get it. It's just more convenient. It's like having your groceries droned to you from Walmart versus having to go to the store, right? There are some people that love to go to the store. They want that experience, but there's not very many of them. Most of you want to sit on your couch and wait for your groceries to get dropped in your yard like a freaking Navy SEAL, right? This is just the world we live in. People like convenience, and digital media is more convenient, which is why people are buying digital more often and physical less, which is making this shift. So the solution is not hang in tough and try to force physical media on everybody. That's not the thing. The thing is, look forward to the future. The play is look forward to the future and put protections in place to make sure that the consumer is protected in the inevitable or when the inevitable shift happens of no more physical media and you can only buy digital. That's what we need to do. What needs to happen is consumer protection. That is the solution to this problem. We don't need discs. We don't need discs. We need protection for digital games so that we the consumer can have confidence in what we buy. That's what we need. How many discs do you own on PC? Is zero. I haven't bought a physical game in probably, I can't remember the last time I did, honestly. The last time I did was probably a Christmas present for a kid or something, or my wife or something like that. Like, I've bought physical games as gifts for people, but I don't, like, for myself, I don't think I've bought a physical game in years. I just don't. It's not bad to stop making physical copies, but the fact that you don't actually own digital copies that you buy is crazy. Exactly. That is the issue. The issue is the user agreements that Sony is allowed to make. And everybody, listen, Sony is not exclusive in this. Xbox, Steam, PlayStation, all of them have the same structure to their user agreement, that when you buy a game, you're not buying the game as in you own it, you're buying the game as in you're licensing it, which is just a glorified rental. Okay? So that's why I say the answer to this question, or the answer to this problem, is not that we need physical copies in the world. It won't even fix the problem, really. The problem is that Sony is allowed to sell you something that you don't actually own. When you buy a game, when you buy a digital game, it should be just as much yours as when you go to Walmart and buy a new pillow. It should be no different. And those are the kind of laws that we need in place to protect the consumer's rights and make sure that when we're purchasing something, we're actually purchasing it, not licensing it from some big corporation. So that's my take on it all. Some people will say, no, it's all about the physical media. We want the physical media back. I understand. Maybe you do. I'm just saying, from a grand scheme, broad picture, you're not looking for far enough into the future. You're focusing on just a little piece of the puzzle. You got to look at the whole thing, and the whole thing's bigger than that. Okay, next thing. If you are a talented writer, CI Games is looking for writers to come on to their team full time and help build soulsike games, Lords of the Fallen 2 and many others. So if you are talented in that regard, I am not, but if you are and you're watching this, head over to his Twitter page. You can send them CV samples to x@cigames.com. Have a chance to shape the games we love. About tuning in a bit late, but yeah, apparently Xbox is beta testing a disc to digital where they'll keep the disc, but be downloading a digital key to the game. Quite odd. Yeah, there'll be some things like that happen, but it's not gonna last for very long. Honestly, the future is digital. It's gonna happen eventually. Physical media is not gonna be around forever. And it might become more like a collector's item. Maybe it'll be around in that regard for a long time. But as far as the bulk of purchases, digital media is the future, and we have to focus on protecting that, or else we're gonna lose the battle altogether. I don't know, ever since 360 PS3 days, you always had to get online first. After that, I just accepted it. That's true. There are certain things that are just annoyances that are going to have to take place from here on out. And online connection is something that is a must if you want a game these days. That's just how it is. And that will never change. But there's a difference between designing a system to where you have to connect online to play a game. That's like a minor inconvenience. Selling someone something but having the ability to take it back at any time without giving you a refund, that is predatory. That's much different than requiring an online connection. This is almost it's almost malicious to do something like that, right? To take a full price game, rake in the cash for that game, but then hold in your back pocket a trump card to where you can take that game back at any time you want for many reasons. Not any reason. There are some stipulations there, but for a lot of different reasons that you decide, and you don't even have to refund them for it. And Sony just not too long ago, just a couple days ago, I think, very recently, Sony just removed over 500 movies from PlayStation user accounts. No refunds issued whatsoever. Just the license expired on them or whatever. The licensing agreements expired on them or whatever it was. And they removed them all. They're gone. Those users will never have those movies ever again. And they're not going to get any of their money back. Things like that should not be allowed to happen. That's my point. Lord of the Fallen 2 about to kick off a 2027 solid Souls-like year. That's what we said about 2026. And then slowly but surely it started slipping away from us. So, I don't know. I'm optimistic for 2027, especially at the beginning, because it looks like we might be getting several really good games at the beginning of 2027, because people are trying to dodge the super busy end of the year and the GTA meteor strike and all that stuff. But we'll have to wait and see. You never know what happens. Okay, so Onimusha Way of the Sword has had its release date moved forward from September 25th to September 4th. So you'll now get to play this game 19 days earlier than you were going to be able to. Or no, not 19. You'll now be able to play this game 21 days earlier than you were going to be able to before. So if you had this one marked on your calendar, remark it, because it's coming at you faster than you thought it would. I'm excited though. This is one we're probably going to play on stream. I don't know if we'll do a whole playthrough of it, but it kind of depends on what releases around it. But we tried the demo and it was a ton of fun. A little too easy for my liking, but I'm hoping the full release will be beefed up a little bit. And they, according to the studio, the developers, it will be harder than what the demo was. So we shall see. But yeah, gonna get Onimusha a little bit sooner than we thought we could. Onimusha hit Game Pass for me. I'm excited for this one. Mortal Shell 1 is on Game Pass too. Should I give it a try? I think it's worth trying. I'll be honest with you. I have tried twice to get into it, and there's just something about it that doesn't click with me. The combat feels clunky and strange. I do really like the shell idea, like that whole finding different shells to embody, and each shell has its own characteristics. That's a really cool idea, and I'm glad they're carrying that forward into number 2. But the original, I don't know, for some reason, I could never get it. Okay, so just a little bit of lighthearted comedy around the whole physical media thing. So multiple companies have been coming out with these parody statements claiming that they are shifting from physical whatever they make to digital. So you have Domino's over here. They said, in response to trends in the gaming industry, as of April 1st, 2027, Domino's UK will cease production of physical pizzas and shift to production of digital pizzas only. It says consumers will be able to download our full range of delicious pizza codes and, using the power of imagination, enjoy them in an entirely virtual sense. And then you also have KFC jumped in on it as well. KFC says KFC will stop offering its physical format starting today. Its products can only be consumed through its app in fake PG format. And then it has like these pictures of digital format meals that it has. It's oh, it's hilarious. And then you have this company Proton. They actually went the other way. It says in response to the gaming industry removing physical offerings moving forward, we've decided to fill in the gap by making our services entirely physical starting April 1st, 2027. So uh so they're like a digital only company, and they're going like the other way, right? It says Proton Mail becomes encrypted letters hand delivered by our team. Pass becomes someone who follows you around and remembers your passwords for you. VPN files VPN flies to you one of VPN VPN flies you to one of 90 plus locations so you can browse like a local. Drive ships every user a folder, additional folders available on request. And Lumo AI sends a smart employee to your location to answer questions, help with work, and draw things. That's freaking. So, like, Sony's just getting completely trolled right now by everybody outside of gaming and inside of gaming, and it's honestly hilarious. I'm here for it. Yeah, Sony is dead. I don't know that Sony is dead, but Sony is. I would be surprised if there's not some at least a minor ramification from all of this where people start to boycott Sony to a certain extent. I would be very surprised if that was not the case. Now, do I think that it's going to affect them so much that they reverse their decision and backtrack on everything? No, I don't think that that's even possible. I think there's too many moving parts in the works. I think that I think the PlayStation 6 has already been planned and engineered with the idea of no physical media in mind. And a lot of stuff is already in motion behind the scenes. I don't think that they could go back on this if they wanted to at this time. But I do think that they probably will take a hit business-wise and certainly reputation-wise just because of how angry everybody has gotten over this. And rightfully so. This decision sucks in more than one way. My timeline is full of physical media memes and LeBron joining every football team right now. Apparently the Seattle Seahawks have picked him up. There you go. There you go. What a world we live in, right? What a world we live in. Anyway, that's it for tonight. We're done. Here's my thoughts on today. I did not like Mina the Hollower. I'm sorry if you're a retro game fan. Everybody else is following suit. It won't be long. This is true. Yeah, that's the other thing. This is sort of the catalyst that brings about the end times for physical media. Because now that PlayStation has done it, Xbox will follow suit, Nintendo will follow suit, which Nintendo kind of started it in a way with the whole game key in a box thing. And you know, Steam is already all digital. So now that Sony has broken the dam of sorts, I think it's pretty much over from here. So all we can do now is fight for consumer protections. That's why I want to bring that up and hammer that point home, because I think that's really our only option. Our only option now is try and make it to where we can own things again, you know? What else can we do? But yeah, so yeah, I didn't like Mina the Hollower. It was not my cup of tea at all. Weird, clunky combat, strange music and OSTs. Like, some of the music was decent and pretty cool, but a lot of it was like really annoying. The art style is like good, but not my favorite. And like good if you like pixel art, but even as pixel art goes, it was pretty rough pixel art in my opinion. Like Curse Mark looked way better than Mina the Hollower does. So yeah, not a Mina the Hollower fan, not for me. Not gonna play it again. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Thanks to all the channel members. You guys are awesome. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.